Video games. They are everywhere. One of the largest parts of today's generation. Everyone under the age of 20 is most likely expected by society to have a video game console of some sort containing all the latest games and gadgets. But what effects do video games really have on the mind in the long-term aspects? Well, we're about to find out today with our experiment.
We're going to be experimenting what effects games have on your mind. We are going to be testing games like No Humanity, Battlefront, Tap to Riches, Just Dance, and the world's hardest game.
The aim of our experiment is to find out what video games will actually do to us in the long-term run.
We are going to be playing 5 different games and then interviewing each other to see what our moods were like during those games. After half an hour of gameplay, we will be asking multiple questions about the player's performance and mood. These questions are: did you enjoy the game? What did you think about your performance? How did you feel when playing this game? Do you think you'll play this game again?
We play the games and ask the questions as we begin with our very first game, No Humanity. Okay, so right now, Brayden is about to get into his first game on the iPad. He's going to play it for half an hour. What game is it that you're playing first up?
No Humanity.
He's playing No Humanity first up, and we'll get back to you in half an hour, and we'll ask him questions about the game. Okay, so Brayden's just finished playing the game, as you can see. I'm now going to go and ask him the questions about it. So let's see what he has to say about the game. So you just played half an hour of No Humanity, right?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, it was alright. Very intense.
What do you think about your performance in the game?
I think I did pretty good. Really reached 10 seconds.
How did you feel when you were playing the game?
It made me angry. I hated that game. It was so annoying. Every time I died.
Do you think you'll play the game again?
Probably yes.
So, that was Brayden Boyan playing No Humanity, the first of the 5 games that we have to play. We have 4 left, and the next one that we're going to do is Just Dance. Now, what transition will we find from this game compared to the last one?
There was only one way to find out what it would be like, so I hopped straight into the game and played it for half an hour straight to see how I would feel. It was tricky, but here were the overall results.
Did you enjoy the game?
Just Dance, yes, I did enjoy it a lot. It is very fun, you move around a lot, and that's a really great thing about the game. So, I do enjoy it, yes.
What did you think about your performance?
Look, it could have been better. I wasn't putting in that much energy into getting exercise from the game, but really it was just about having fun in the end there with the game.
How did you feel when playing this game?
How did I feel? Boy, I didn't even need to explain this one. I felt great. Just Dance, you're in the moment, you're really getting into it. You don't really feel things that bad, so it's good. It's always
good. Didn't you feel tired?
I did feel tired. That's what I felt.
Alright, that's good. Do you think you'll play this game again?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know when, but there will be a time when I will come back, and probably next time when I want to get a bit more exercise and I'm at home and it's raining outside, I'll come back to Just Dance and I'll just be dancing.
So, we've now got results to 2 of our 5 games, Just Dance and No Humanity, but there's still 3 left to go. However, before we get into these, I decided to go down to my grandparents' house and talk to my cousin Dylan, an expert at Skyrim. He has played many hours on end of this game every single day. He tells me he gets better and better all the time. I decided to hop on down to my grandparents and go visit him to interview him and talk to him about his Skyrim obsession.
Dylan, do you enjoy Skyrim?
Yes, I do. I find it quite aesthetically pleasing, and everything about it is quite nice in its aesthetics, to its gameplay, to how many choices you have in how you want to build your character.
Are you happy with the way you play?
Yes, I think I play fairly well, but nowhere near as good as some other people out there who play. They play a lot better than me and a lot more than I do.
Do you think you'll ever play Skyrim again?
Yes, most definitely. It's a fun game and I haven't completed it yet, so I would definitely play it again.
Dylan, when you play Skyrim, what sort of thoughts go through your mind? How do you feel when you play?
Oh, well, It's fun, and you really get caught up in the game. You know, you start blocking out the outside world a little bit, but you know, you do pay attention a little bit. It's like a second life almost, but not like something you devote yourself to unless you're addicted or something.
Do you think you've changed much as a person now since you started playing the game?
I'd say so. I have a lot more to talk about now, I guess. Skyrim, you know, I can talk about that with my friends because they play it as well. Personally, though, I don't think I've really changed too much.
As you can tell, that was quite the interview. Now, where is Brayden Boyan?
The effects of gaming on your mind can be good and bad. Some of the good things that can happen is that it improves your hand-eye coordination. It can relieve stress, but that's not all.
Games like Skyrim are a good example of addictiveness in the brain. But what if we took addictiveness to a new level? We got Brayden Boyan to play Tap to Riches, a game which literally taps into the addictive parts of your brain. It was okay though, because he's deleted the game and played it before, so it wasn't as addictive. Here are his results. It may sound weird, but it may surprise you as well. Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, it was alright. But I've downloaded it before and I've played it. When I got to the $1 jillion, it felt better. But playing it in its early levels is kind of boring, and the tutorial's just too long.
What did you think about your performance?
Well, I played as well as I could in the tutorial.
How did you feel when playing this game, Brayden?
Didn't really have any emotions. I just went through the game, played it like you're supposed to play it.
Do you think you'll ever play Tap to Riches again?
No. Played it one too many times. I'm over it.
But I wasn't done with Brayden yet. I got him to play the world's hardest game, a game extremely frustrating to any individual. Hopefully this would get him to be more aggravated about the way the game acted on his mind. We'll just have to see from the way he reviewed it. Do you enjoy World's Hardest Game?
Not really. Kind of boring. Has bad graphics. And, well, the first, 8 levels, easy peasy. Then it gets to, 1 level where I'm pretty sure it just wants you to purchase the skip, just to pay money for the game. Yeah.
What did you think about your performance?
Well, as I said, the game's really easy, so I performed well in those levels. But when I got to the hard level, it was pretty difficult.
How did you feel when you were playing this game? How did your brain respond?
I was just so annoyed. It was just like, this game's kind of boring. Just didn't like it.
Do you think you'll play it again anytime soon?
No, and I wouldn't recommend it either.
So while the world's hardest game may not actually live up to its name, it certainly isn't the world's funnest game either. Brayden's experience with the game could be considered as part of the uncanny valley of gaming, but that's a documentary for another day. So things were getting to a low point in our gaming experience, so we had to ramp things up a little bit. There was only one game left on the scene, so it was time for us to get into that one.
Alright guys, here we are playing Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront, the only game left to play. Brayden and I decided to play this together for half an hour and have a bit of fun. We got interviewed on the game shortly after, and here's what we had to say.
Did you guys enjoy the game Star Wars Battlefront?
I mean, I did quite a bit. I thought it was really fun. The graphics were amazing. It really got me into the Star Wars experience. It was pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm a Star Wars person. I've seen all the Star Wars from Clone Wars to the movies, and well, I liked it. I think EA did a good job this time. And same as Ronan, the graphics really added an extra touch to the Star Wars experience.
Where even is he? Am I even in the right part of the map? That might be a good question to ask.
What did you think about the other players' performance?
Well, Brayden, when I begun, I was pretty confident that I would win the match, because I did get the first kill, but in the end, Brayden took me victorious, so he was actually a lot better than I expected.
Yeah. Ronan didn't know much about my gaming experience. I'm a Halo person, play so much of it. I'm a good first-person shooter, and well, yeah. Ronan, he played well for his first go at it.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
And so, yeah, with more experience and playing it more, he could get much better.
Yeah, considering it's my game.
Maybe one day beat me.
Who do you think played better?
Well, yeah, I think that one's pretty obvious. It would have to be Brayden. He was a very good sport and he did very well.
As much as it would be nice to say Brayden played better, I think I did too.
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine.
How did you feel when playing this game?
It was pretty crazy, like, just getting first kill, running around, bullets going off everywhere, explosions, it's pretty intense. It's like, whoa, it's in your face.
Yeah, it really puts you in the atmosphere. There's lots of sounds, lots of graphics, a lot of things happen and they really make you feel intense when you're playing, because I know that's something that I experience every time I go near the game, and it can be good, but it can be also a bit scary, so you've got to minimize your playtime.
Scary in what way?
Well, because there's a lot of pressure. If you don't win, you have to start again, and that may not always be what you want. So it's pretty intense in that.
You raise a good point there.
Yeah, in that form.
Do you think you'll play this game again?
Definitely.
Absolutely. So it goes to show that video games can be a lot of fun, as long as they're played the right way for the right amount of time. There wasn't a lot of science in this documentary, but we did prove a point, and that was that playing games for a certain amount of time can change your mood, depending on the type of game that you played. So, we'd advise you to keep playing games if that's something that you enjoy, but do it in moderation. And as always, thanks for watching. We hope you learned something.
Okay, here we go. You ready?